बेसिकली सब लोग कहते हैं नंबर से हम लोग खेलते हैं, मैथ्स का मतलब ही नंबर से हम लोग के कोई हम लोग का रियल वर्ल्ड में इसका कोई काम ही नहीं है। बट गाइस ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है ना। अगर आपके अंदर कोई पॉजिटिव चीज आती है तो आउटपुट भी क्या होगा, पॉजिटिव, राइट। बट स्टिल अगर आपके अंदर नेगेटिव थिंकिंग आ रही है तब भी आप क्या एक्ट करोगे गाइस, पॉजिटिव की तरह। दैट मीन्स ऑलवेज ट्राई टू बी लाइक अ मॉड इन योर डे टू डे लाइफ। अगर मैं x के लिए 2 लेता हूं गाइस, इन दोनों में कहां पे हिट करने वाला है, 2 इज व्हाट गाइस, ग्रेटर देन 0, राइट। तो इसके मेरा आंसर क्या आना चाहिए गाइस, आउटपुट में 2 आना चाहिए, राइट। तो x की वैल्यू कितनी है गाइस, 2, तो मेरा आउटपुट आ गया 2। डन। Hello everyone, this is Avinash. I welcome you all in my channel Avi Maths, a part of KS Academy. But guys, today I am going to record my first video for this channel. So let me tell you that guys, what is the objective to start my channel. Basically guys, in this channel I will discuss the different important topics which are related to GRE examination. So today I am going to discuss a very important topic that I call as the absolute values, right. So let me first write it, then we shall start discuss about that. We also call absolute values as a mod or modulus, you can say that, and the sign with which we represent mod, absolute value or mod is this one, 2 vertical lines. Okay, so guys, generally what the significance, or what I can say that what do you mean by the absolute values, basically I am giving it a very very basic definition, or I can say the very basic thing about the absolute value. So it is nothing but like, say guys, I can say that if I am denoting it with like this way, y is equal to mod x, right. So guys, I can say that absolute value is a one function, or I can say that it is a one box. Over there I am inserting x as an input, and I am going to define some algorithm or some rules for this box, and this, according to this algorithm, it will work on the given input and give you the output. This is basically nothing but function. And we have absolute value. Absolute value is also a function which do what guys, whatever the input I am giving it to it will change it to the positive value. Let me explain it in a with an example. Let's say तो example क्या है guys, ध्यान से समझिए. Let's say I am saying that y is equal to mod 2, right. So here the input value, how much I am giving it, right, x is equal to how much we are giving it. If I compare it, here I am giving x equal to 2. So what I said that guys, absolute value do what? It will change the value to the positive number. So as x is already a positive number, because 2 is a positive number, so mod x or mod function will not work anything. It will give the output as it is, that is 2. Fine. Now let's say I am saying that I am taking another example. Now I am saying that y is equal to mod minus 2. Now my input is what guys? My input is minus 2. Please focus on the board guys, all of you. Now my input is how much? Minus 2. And what I said that guys, whatever the input you are passing to the mod function, this is the mod function guys, right? It will change that value to the positive one. So guys, if the value I am giving it is a minus 2, which is a negative number, right? So what this mod function will do, the algorithm I set for this function mod is what? Whatever the input is giving it to it, it will convert it to the positive number. So the value is minus 2, I am giving it to this box or the mod function. It will convert minus 2 to 2. Fine. So in crux, if I if I tell you the summary of this one, so mod function will do nothing. If I pass the positive number to it will give you the positive number, and if I pass the negative number to it will convert to it to the positive number. So if I'm saying that mod 2, the value will be 2. If I'm saying that mod minus 2, still the mod value will be 2. I hope so that it is very clear to all of you that what mod function will do. It is nothing but when I'm passing the positive number or 0, it will give the same number. But whenever we are passing the negative number, it will convert it to the positive number. But the value will be same. That is, if I am saying that minus 2 I am passing, just it change the negative minus to the positive minus 2. The value will be 2, will be itself 2. Do not change it. So this is the basic thing. So guys, generally हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, मैथ्स सारा कैलकुलेशन और नंबर्स का खेल है ना. हम लोग ये मानते हैं बेसिकली सब लोग कहते हैं नंबर से हम लोग खेलते हैं, मैथ्स का मतलब ही नंबर से हम लोग के कोई हम लोग का रियल वर्ल्ड में इसका कोई काम ही नहीं. बट गाइस ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है ना. देखो गाइस आपको बहुत रिलेट करके बताता हूँ चीज़ों को, मैं बहुत रिलेट करके आपको सिखाने की कोशिश करता हूँ. ध्यान से समझिएगा गाइस. अगर मैं मॉड की बात करूँ ना, तो अगर मैं मॉड की डेफिनेशन अपनी जनरल लाइफ में दूँ ना, तो मैं कहूँगा कि हर बंदे को मॉड होना चाहिए. मतलब क्या, मॉड क्या करता है, पॉजिटिव है तो पॉजिटिव देता है, नेगेटिव है तो पॉजिटिव कर देता है. दैट मीन्स इफ यू आर वर्किंग लाइक अ मॉड इन योर इन योर डे टू डे लाइफ, अगर आपके अंदर कोई पॉजिटिव चीज आ रही है तो आउटपुट भी क्या होगा, पॉजिटिव, राइट. बट स्टिल अगर आपके अंदर नेगेटिव थिंकिंग आ रही है, तब भी आप क्या एक्ट करोगे गाइस, पॉजिटिव की तरह. दैट मीन्स ऑलवेज ट्राई टू बी लाइक अ मॉड इन योर डे टू डे लाइफ, राइट. दैट मीन्स प्लीज डिप्रेशन से बाहर नहीं चाहिए. डिप्रेशन आ रहा है अभी, तब भी मॉड बन जाओ. तो मॉड को कैसे याद रखना है, मॉड मतलब ही पॉजिटिव. चाहे पॉजिटिव नंबर दो तब भी पॉजिटिव मिलेगा, नेगेटिव नंबर दो तब भी पॉजिटिव मिलेगा. सो दिस इज द सिंपल डेफिनेशन ऑफ मॉड और एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू. नाउ गाइस, अगर मैं मैथमेटिकल डेफिनेशन पे जाऊं, मेरे को मैथमेटिकल डेफिनेशन इसकी देनी है मॉड की और एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू की. तो गाइस ध्यान से समझिएगा, ठीक है ना. जनरली गाइस हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, फंक्शन को मैं वाई से रिप्रेजेंट करता हूं और ऐसे करके y is equal to fx. So x is nothing but here input, f is nothing but the algorithm or definition or rules for the for the function, how it will work on the input, and y is nothing but output. Generally we define function like this way. Fine. Y is generally output and x is input, f is function. Generally we denote like this way. तो गाइस डेफिनेशन, मैथमेटिकल डेफिनेशन कैसे लिखेंगे गाइस मॉडुलस की, y value will be equal to x when the x value is greater than or equal to 0 and y value will be equal to minus x when x is less than 0. Now let me read this one by one quickly. What I said that guys, what is the algorithm for the mod x or the absolute value? If I'm passing the input as a positive number, the output will be the same number, right? पॉजिटिव नंबर देना तो पॉजिटिव ही है गाइस, कोई फर्क नहीं है. जैसे इफ आई एम पुटिंग द 2, इफ आई एम सेइंग दैट mod 2, the output is 2. That means input how much I am giving? 2. Output is how much giving? How much coming? 2. That means whatever the input, output भी वही आ रहा है गाइस, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. That means if my input value is greater than 0 or equal to 0, मेरा आउटपुट क्या आना चाहिए गाइस, सेम नंबर. अगर मैं x के लिए 2 लेता हूं गाइस, इन दोनों में कहां पे हिट करने वाला है, 2 इज व्हाट गाइस, ग्रेटर देन 0, राइट. तो इसके मेरा आंसर क्या आना चाहिए गाइस, आउटपुट में 2 आना चाहिए, राइट. तो x की वैल्यू कितनी है गाइस, 2, तो मेरा आउटपुट आ गया 2. डन. नाउ सेकंड केस, इफ आई एम टेकिंग माय इनपुट एज अ -2, दैट मींस इनपुट इज हाउ मच, -2. इफ माय इनपुट इज -2, देन माय आउटपुट वुड बी व्हाट गाइस. मैंने बताया था ना आप लोग अभी, मॉड क्या करता है, नेगेटिव नंबर को पॉजिटिव में चेंज कर देता है, राइट. दिस इज द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ मॉड, राइट. सो -2 की जगह क्या हो जाना चाहिए था गाइस, आउटपुट मेरा 2 होना चाहिए था. वेरी नाइस सर, आपने जैसे बोला था ऐसे ही होना चाहिए था. अब देखो गाइस, जरा मैं रीड करता हूं फंक्शन को. माय एक्स वैल्यू इज हाउ मच वी हैव, -2, राइट. एक्स वैल्यू कितना है मेरे पास, -2. दैट मींस इनपुट इज -2. सो आउट ऑफ दीस टू व्हिच वन इज गोइंग टू सेटिस्फाई, x is -2, that means x is less than 0, that means I will say that y is equal to -x, right. Now if y is equal to -x, then guys minus as it is, and x value is how much we have, -2. So output कितना आ रहा है guys, -1 into minus is 2. तो यही आउटपुट आना चाहिए था मेरा. देखिए गाइस आउटपुट आया है हम लोग का 2। तो गाइस हम लोग की फंक्शन अगर मैथमेटिकल फॉर्मेट में लिखूं तो क्या लिखूंगा, एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू या मॉड फंक्शन का, माई y वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू x if x is greater than or equal to 0 and my y value will be equal to minus x if x is less than 0. So this is the definition or mathematical definition for the mod x. इतना दूर तक समझ में आ गया होगा। अब गाइस थोड़ा सा ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन भी देखना जरूरी है, ठीक है ना। तो ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन करने से पहले हम लोग लेट मी राइट दैट फंक्शन क्विकली अगेन। तो गाइस मैंने क्या बताया था आप लोगों को कि y is equal to x when the x is greater than or equal to 0 and y will be equal to minus x when x is less than 0. So this is the definition of y is equal to mod x, right? This is the definition for the y is equal to mod x. Now guys अगर मेरे को graphical representation करना है तो let me first draw the y axis here and the x axis here. I hope so that कि आप लोग aware हैं इस coordinate system से हम लोग का। This is basically generally we denote it with the x axis and this is we denote with the y axis and this is origin, so I am denoting with the 0. If I move on the right hand side of the origin, here the x is positive. X is positive. If I move on the left hand side of the origin, x is negative. Right? If I move on the upper side of the origin, then my y is positive. If I move on the downside of the origin, then y is negative. I hope so that all of you are aware with this representation. If you don't remember, then I have written here. Now guys, I am going to read this mod x function and going to plot it here. Okay. Now guys, they are saying that if x is greater than 0 or equal to 0, my mod x function will act like a y is equal to x, right? So guys, in the graph where you find that x is positive when I am moving with to the right hand side of the origin, then with this portion, right? For this portion, my mod x function should be y is equal to x. Now guys, how to draw a line which is representing y is equal to x? Now guys, let me draw this one. Let me remove this one, these things. I hope so that now you have already noted it down. So I am removing it so that we can get a clear diagram, right? So I have to draw the y is equal to x. For this portion guys, I have drawn the y is equal to x. This is a line y is equal to x. And y is equal to x is a line which is making 45 degree with the x axis. Fine. So guys, whenever we are moving from origin to the right hand side, where x is a positive number, my mod x will represented by y is equal to x line. So I have drawn it. Now, second thing what they are saying that whenever x is less than 0, that is negative number, my input is negative, my mod x should be represented by y is equal to minus x, right? Y is equal to minus x. Then guys, we know that the y is equal to x is representing by this line. Then how to draw the line y is equal to minus x? Now, how to change a y is equal to x to y is equal to minus x? Let me tell you. Guys, if it is saying that y equal to fx some function is given, right? If I want to convert it to the y is equal to minus fx, then what you have to do here guys? You have to first plot the y is equal to fx. Then after that, once you have plotted it, this y is equal to fx graph, then you have to take the reflection with respect to x-axis. Once you have taken the reflection with respect to x-axis, then it will convert to y is equal to minus fx. So I hope so that you have understood that if I have to convert a function to the negative of the same function, then what you have to do, you have to first plot that given function and then take the reflection of that function with respect to the x-axis. Fine. So I am going to do the same thing here. So I need the y is equal to minus x. So first I have to plot the graph for y is equal to x. Then once you have drawn the graph of y is equal to x, then you have to take the reflection of this line or this graph with respect to x-axis. Then it will convert to y equal to minus x. So guys, first I have to plot y is equal to x for which part? When x is less than 0. So x is less than 0, that means we have to move to the left hand side of the origin. That is this portion I have to draw the line for y is equal to x. And I know that guys, this line is representing y is equal to x. So if I extend it further, let me draw this one again. If I extend this line further, this is the same line guys, y is equal to x. So if this portion is y equal to x, definitely this portion will be also y equal to x, right? Because we have extended the same line. So it is going to represent y is equal to x. Now step number 2, once you have drawn the y is equal to x, next step is what? You have to take the reflection with respect to x-axis. Now just try to understand, this is the x-axis, this black line. I have to take the reflection of this blue line with respect to this black line. This is 45 degree, right? Then guys, if I am taking the reflection of this blue part with respect to the black line, I will get this way. It will also, guys, I am drawing on the whiteboard, so my line is not coming straight. Still I am trying to make it proper. Right, so this will also make 45 degree. So you can see that if this portion is y is equal to x, this portion will be nothing but y is equal to minus x. Done. So guys, let me rub the other parts which are not necessary for me. So let me quickly rub this one quickly. So guys, this red portion is representing our graph y is equal to mod x. I hope so that it is clear to everyone guys. Fine. Now guys, quickly check that कि हमने सही प्लॉट करा नहीं करा, या फिर सर ने उल्लू बना दिया हमें, यार प्लॉट करवाया गलत प्लॉट करवा दिया. तो चेक कर लेते हैं गाइस. मैथ्स में गाइस व्हाट इज द बेस्ट थिंग इज दैट कि आप कुछ भी ना उल्लू नहीं बना सकते. हर चीज लॉजिकल होती है हर चीज के पीछे लॉजिक है, कुछ कुछ रूल्स है. आप किसी को बेवकूफ नहीं बना सकते. तो गाइस लेट मी क्रॉस चेक दैट कि मैंने सही प्लॉट करा नहीं करा. ठीक है, क्विकली चेक दैट. नाउ as per the definition of the mod x, it is saying that when x is greater than or equal to 0, my line should y is equal to mod x should be represented by y is equal to x. So when we have a x is greater than or equal to 0, once we are either on the origin or on the right hand side of the origin. So in this portion, it should be represented by y is equal to x. You can see that when I am on the right hand side, line is representing y is equal to x. Very nice. Next, what they are saying, when x is less than 0, then my mod x should represent by y is equal to minus x. So you can see that when we can have a x is less than 0 or negative, when we are moving on the left hand side of the origin. So in this portion, my mod x should be represented by y is equal to minus x. So you can see that when the x is negative, my mod x is represented by y is equal to minus x. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Let me quickly summarize it. There are two things we have learned. First thing is what? Whenever the x is positive or 0, mod x should be represented by y is equal to x. When the x is negative or less than 0, it should be represented by minus x. Next important thing which we have learned is that how to convert a y is equal to fx function to the y is equal to minus fx function. How we can do it, guys? First plot there are two steps, right? First plot the y is equal to fx. Then what you have to do? Then you have to take the reflection or take the mirror reflection of that y is equal to fx with respect to the x-axis. In this way, you can convert our graph or our function of y is equal to fx to the y is equal to minus fx. So here what we have done, first we have plotted the y is equal to x for the x is less than 0. Once we have drawn that, then we have taken that portion reflection with respect to the x-axis. We got the y is equal to minus x. Y is equal to minus x. I hope so that it is clear. If it is clear, guys,